Good afternoon guys and welcome back to the channel. Chris Dennis here, putting specialist and short game performance coach. A little bit of sunshine, which as we know is a rarity in the last couple of months of putting videos out, and we are in Scotland, so a big thank you to the guys here at Archerfield Links and a big thank you to Callaway. You will see not the ping hat today, the Callaway hat. So we're up here with Callaway doing a little bit of work, and today we're talking wedges. So it's a little bit of links golf, and one of the things, and you'll see by the title, is I want to talk about bounce. So bounce on wedges, it's one thing, bounce and grinds, what do they do for me, what do I need for my golf club? And it's something that most PGA pros and most of us, including myself, didn't know much about. We don't really go through it too much when it goes for fitting. A lot of people just go in and buy off the shelf. Oh, I need a 56, a 60 unfortunately, and a 52. That's my setup, then my wedges at 48. That's that sorted. But we need to think about what kind of conditions you're playing with. So here today I've got two 58 degrees. We've got an 8-degree bounce with a C grind, and then we've also got a 58 12 bounce with a W grind, which gives us a little bit of a wider sole. Which one's going to be for you? There's two different options there. Links golf, we've got to think straight away. We've got a lot tighter lies here. If we have a lot of bounce there, that's something that's maybe going to interact with the ground, and it's going to then encourage, maybe potentially, depending on your technique, some off strikes, some thins, some fats, all the shots that we don't want to see. So the first one I've got is the C grind, so 8 degrees bounce, 58 degrees. This is the most versatile of the wedges, so it is one that we can open up. So again, when you're going for a fitting, you have to think, are you somebody who likes to open your wedge up? Are you like somebody who likes to keep it square and just play the same every time? If you're somebody who likes to open it up, this is a great wedge for you, the most versatile. It does have a little bit of heel relief, it has a little bit of toe relief as well, so we can play shots with the toe up. We might want to get a lower shot running out there. We can also then play the one where we get it nice and open, pretty flat, and we can play the lob shot. So you see there, straight away I'm able to play two totally different shots with the same club because of the way it's designed. And getting out here on this kind of surface and trying it out would be the best thing, not just going and buying off the shelf. So if we had a shot here as the concrete truck goes past, up and over, very much a James Robinson shot, one that he would like to play, high tariff, lob shot. We can do that with this club, and we can play it two different ways. So obviously this club being so versatile with having toe relief and heel relief, we can play it just exactly like I did there. I could be nice and tall, I can get the club on the toe, and we'll still get plenty of loft. Lands on the top of the hill, very lucky with my landing zone. That's ran to probably about 6-7 feet, which is well inside tour average. The other option here for me is I can now open that up. We can go a little bit open with the stance, we can play more of a James Robinson. Very much a James Robinson, just didn't quite make it. But you see, they're two totally different flights, and that's the reason why we might go for this wedge. If you're somebody who likes to play different shots, if you like to open, close, have a little bit more imagination and play different shots, then this is a grind that's going to be great for you. Again, a shallow angle of attack, this is what this is designed for. If you're somebody who is steep, this could just dig into the ground. So again, think about what kind of ground you're on. This is going to be good. Probably not as good on softer grounds. If you're somewhere where it's really soft through the winter, if you're somewhere that's a little bit firmer, a little bit harder, especially like links golf, it's going to give you all the relief you need and the correct amount of bounce, that it's not hitting the ground. You've got that pressure shot up and over a bunker on links golf, and we can't get any kind of strike. So if I swap over now, the next option for me is, so I actually take it back, so I did say 12 bounce at the start, it is actually 8 bounces, which is what I meant to say, and I will write that on there when I go through this. So 58 with 8 bounce, so exactly the same as the previous club. The difference here is the W grind. So the W grind gives us a wider sole. That's designed if you are somebody who plays longer shots with this. We're going to get a better interaction with the ground. It's also designed for somebody with a steeper angle of attack. So if we're somebody who picks the club up and we're more of a digger, was the phrase I know Titleist use. If you're somebody who takes a bigger divot and you know that you're steep, this is going to give you a little bit more help. It's also somebody who wants to keep that club face square. So here I wouldn't be opening that club up, I'll be playing a very basic motion. I'm able to get the loft. I've not quite mastered the distance to this shot. But you see there, I got a good contact. It was nice interaction with the ground. So we can also play it nicely here. Again, square club face. We can get that one rolling out nicely. So two different soles, two totally different options. Somebody who likes to open it up and be versatile, then the C grind is a great option for you. You can do everything you need to. The W grind, again with 8 bounds, is somebody who likes to keep the club face square, doesn't like to change it, doesn't feel comfortable, and also you might be somebody who hits a few more longer shots with this club and has a steeper angle of attack, and that's where going for a fitting, going down onto your chipping green and hitting some shots, seeing what kind of divot pattern you have, hitting different wedges. If I play this longer, nice and square, and I'm able to get a good interaction with the ground. Some people might find it a little bit harder with the C grind. And even if you want to open it or close it, we'll get that one square. Little bit more interaction with the ground there, so it did dig in a little bit. It's obviously got a sharper leading edge with a little less bounce. So it's something that you need to get down there and practice. Hit different shots, hit your little short ones, the ones that hopefully we don't end up in, but we often do. And then also hit some longer shots and see how it interacts with the ground. You need to know what you do with your wedges when you're in that fitting. Don't go in there and say, oh well, my pitching wedge is 48, so I'll just go 52, 56, 60. We need to know what conditions you're on. Is it firm? Is it soft ground where you play? Do you play full shots with this club? And do you like to open or close it? So guys, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a series on this. We're going to go into the bunkers now and talk about different grinds. We also have some different shaft options. So when it comes to getting new wedges, it is not just about picking the colour that fits your set. We have to think about shaft option. What will that do for you? We have to also think about grinds, bounce, and what's going to be the best to help you chip it closer and hopefully lower that handicap. So guys, hopefully you've enjoyed that, a little bit different. Again, big thanks to Archerfield for having myself and James Robinson up here. I'm sure there's plenty of you who will be happy that we've not had the magpie, I think is being referred to in the background. So guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again later in the week.